What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we are taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after his Call of Duty Warzone stream last night, which was utter trash. Yeah, so our boy Phil here, he rambles on about a whole bunch of stuff, and I gotta get into a little bit of his thoughts on YouTube Shorts and the algorithm. The man is utterly clueless and it's just frustrating when you hear him talk because he tries to talk with authority, and 80% of the stuff he says is completely wrong. And instead of prefacing it and saying, I think it's this way, I'm not too sure, but he spits stuff out like it's facts, and it's like I said, most of the time it's completely wrong. So I'm definitely going to talk about that. So let's see what our boy Phil has to say.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 15th of December, 2022. My return day to streaming after my day off yesterday. Let's talk about what went down. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast, I discussed YouTube Shorts and my experience using them in the past couple of months. How I have a short now that actually has gone somewhat viral, where as of this time right now, this is a short that when I posted it up during my Sonic Frontiers playthrough, it had only gotten maybe 2,000 views, if that. Like, it was a short that really wasn't getting much traction. But as of right now, this YouTube short currently has 15,000 views and climbing. All of a sudden, in the last week, it somehow, hit the YouTube algorithm and is getting seen by a lot more people than any other short I've ever put out, and I don't understand why. So I talked to everyone about how shorts work, how other content creators seem to use shorts, because they definitely don't use them the way that YouTube intended.
Okay, I want to talk about this whole intended thing. So Phil always talks out of his ass as it relates to YouTube because he feels like he has the authority to speak on YouTube because he's been a content creator for 14 years. Years don't equate experience and knowledge, Phil. So first of all, this whole business that you like to state that people don't use YouTube Shorts as intended. There was no intent. Essentially what it was the original when it came out, it was to combat TikTok. That's essentially YouTube's version of TikTok. And TikTok, all you do is you point a camera or you make a video, you make a collage, you post it, you add some music to it, and that's essentially what it is. YouTube Shorts are the same thing, but there is no parameter or intent that YouTube said, okay, well, we only want people to use their phones, record themselves, and upload it. No one ever said that, Phil. You're the only idiot that thinks that's what YouTube Shorts are. YouTube Shorts is simply YouTube Shorts is, yeah, you can earn some revenue on that, just pointing the camera yourself, doing some funny stuff, just like TikTok. You definitely could do that, but you can also use it as a marketing tool, Phil. That I don't use it as a marketing. I use it to make fun of you. So what I do is I take your clips, I mix it up a little bit, I get funny stuff, and I post it and I mock you. That's my intent. That's the intent I use Shorts for. Some people use it to highlight their channel, which most content creators that use YouTube as their main source of streaming, they use it kind of as a way, like I said, to market their channel. And that's what you're trying to do, Phil. You just don't have the knowledge or the experience or the talent to be able to do it. You're simply just grabbing a clip from your video and reposting it. That doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, there's this one guy that he's a Call of Duty guy. I forgot his name, but he's a really good player, and he posts shorts every day, and he does streams. And in it, he has a portion where he's talking, and he's saying, oh, today I blah, 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 blah. He talked about what happened, and he said, oh, I just want to show you this clip from my stream. He shows it, he adds some animation, some music, he makes it funny, and then he comes back and he says, check out my video, and then he puts a link. A lot of people do that, Phil. That's what you need to do. That's what you should be doing. But again, you're not bright enough, smart enough, or you're just lazy, because it literally takes 10 minutes of research to figure out how to do this. It's not hard. And just because you got a crappy PC, it doesn't matter. You can still use your shitty ass PC, or you can actually just use your phone. You can use your phone. There's so many editing apps for phones that you can record yourself talking. You could take a clip and then you can add a link and basically say, check out my channel, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, and call it a day. All right, that's all I got to say on that.
And we had a little discussion about that. Okay. Then there was the Phil's Day Off segment talking about my day off yesterday. There was an update regarding the polling right now that's going on for you guys voting for the games for the Christmas Marathon event. There was some game news. There was all kinds of stuff on the Level 1 podcast today. So I hope, whoops, hope you'll give it a look if I don't destroy my microphone first. Then the first gameplay stream of the day was Pokemon Scarlet. Now this is coming off of a stream earlier in the week where even though the attendance was good and the engagement was good, the support was abnormally really low. Complete opposite today. Today, attendance good, engagement great, support great, and grade your progress as well. We ended up going northward in Pokemon Scarlet today.
I love these viewer audits that he does, performance reviews I like to call them, of his viewers, you know, just letting them know how good of a job they did, especially in the support piece. And of course, if they didn't do a good job, our boy Phil will call them out and reprimand them. So great job there, Phil.
To the harder parts of the game. Ended up actually exploring 2 new areas and then climbing to the mountaintop that is covered in snow, which I guess would technically be the 3rd new area. Fought higher level Pokemon than ever before and even took on a gym battle. So it was a really epic stream. People had a lot of fun. We named some Pokemon. And yeah, good time overall. Great progress. Looking forward to more. The late stream tonight was Warzone 2.0. And I won't spoil, but obviously things went well if I'm wearing a hat. Okay? But
more proof, more solid proof from the words that come out of DSP, aka Phil's mouth, that he bases his his streams and how well he does, or his performance, or how good the stream is, or how good of a time he has, solely based on support. Because he just said it right now. As you can see, I'm wearing a hat, so you know it's a good day. And that means he hit the $100 tip goal, and he is happy, and it was a great day. That's all Phil cares about. That's all Phil cares about. And like I always state, if you want to know if someone's lying to you, just let them talk. That's partly the reason why I post a lot of videos about Phil, because I like to show and expose the person he is. I like to let people hear him in small chunks, because you get a lot more out of it. No one's gonna sit and watch 8 hours of content every day. I do the bit. I don't watch 8 hours. I skip around, but no one's gonna watch 8 hours, so they don't know how despicable this person is. But when you have channels like myself, Snort, Chill, Aqua, Hate Army, those folks that actually review his streams and post clips of his videos, it clearly shows how much of a scumbag Phil is. And that's the reason why I wanted to highlight this piece here, because he knows there's maybe a couple hundred people that watch his stream. Watch his daily rap. Most of it is detractors and a few of his dent heads that watch it. He gets on average between 200 to 400 views on this crappy video. And yeah, he likes to spout shit like this. That's the reason why I cover the daily rap, because he uses it as an audit for how his viewers, his dents, gave him, tips and money on that specific day.
Did I get my first win? Let me put it this way. Craziest ending ever so far. That's all I'm going to say. Like, nail biter, crazy suspense, people confused, me as well.
Okay, you're confused because, again, you're a moron and you're an idiot. So let me explain in detail, like Phil likes to say, what happened. So he was playing Call of Duty. There were 20 players left. He was camping in a house, and he stayed there, and he essentially let the other people kill themselves. It got down to about 6 people. The circle collapsed. He had to run. He ended up running. He got shot. He was down while the gas was whatchamacallit. He was able to self-revive. He ran into the circle, but the gas was right behind him. He shot another person. The person went down. The person had a self-revive kit. He revived himself, got up, shot Phil. Phil went down. Phil didn't have a revive. So that's why he lost the match. It's not confusing, and the interesting thing is he didn't even show the replay. He just cut right through it because he knew exactly what was going on. And another thing, earlier in that stream, the moron went to a loadout. I don't know why he has such difficulty with loadout. He went to a loadout, right? When you go to the loadout, you select which loadout you want. He has about 4 or 5 different loadouts, right? The moron selected loadout 2. Then he started screaming about how Warzone deleted his loadouts. No, Phil, you just selected the wrong loadout. It's that simple. And then he spent 15 minutes harping and bullshitting and just trashing the developers because they deleted his loadout, which they did not, and I show that in the video. Okay.
Pretty crazy. All right, give it a look. When it goes live tonight, let me know what you think. Leave a comment on the video for sure, because basically there is a question that I would like answered. And if you guys can answer that question for me, I would love to. People on the stream were trying to give me feedback, but it was just confusing and no one really seemed to have a definitive explanation for how it went down tonight. So give it a look. But I'm still learning. I'm getting better at the game for sure. Lots of kills. You know, I mean, yes, did I hide some? Yes, I did. Of course I did. At the same time, I was actively engaged.
Right there, if you see the background on my video, I actually clicked it on this. You can see he picked custom loadout 2, not custom loadout 1, the moron. God. And there's no confusion. Anyone that watched my video can see that he downed someone, the person self-revived, got up and shot him, and then he was still in the gas and he lost. It's not confusing, Phil.
And getting a lot of kills against people. So it's a good mix. A lot of interaction. Support was great. Everything was good. All right. Now, little nervous about tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow is the first of 3 scheduled days of the Street Fighter 6 closed beta. It's Wave 2, and it's the original people who got into it, 2 months ago in October, but there's also a whole new group of people who have gotten into it. I updated the client. It's good to go. It even changed. You say demo, that went away. Now it says closed beta and all of that. And I adjourned with my Call of Duty stream tonight, said goodnight to everyone, and said, okay, so this has been open for a half an hour now because it launched at 9 p.m. my time. Let's give it a shot. I go to boot it up. Server error. Can't connect. Server's down. That's not a good sign. That did not happen with the Street Fighter 6 beta in October. Makes me feel like because they've increased the amount of players, things are going wrong. But then again, it could simply be everyone's trying to slam the servers and play right now, and by tomorrow they'll settle out. We'll see. This is exactly why I do not try to play it tonight. If I tried to play it tonight, I'd never get a match. It would be just sitting there like an idiot, okay?
I love how he said the word idiot, because that is what he is. So what I wanted to do very quickly is, this is why I get so annoyed with Phil. And then people always say, why do you get so annoyed with him? This is the reason right here I get annoyed with him. So a simple Google search, which literally took me 2 seconds to do. 2 seconds, right? I went and I Googled the closed beta, right? Closed beta. Here it is right here. Servers, the Street Fighter 6 beta are scheduled to go live December 16th, 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Phil. Pacific Standard Time. So that means 3 a.m. 3 a.m. in the morning. When you finish your Call of Duty stream, it was 9 o'clock. It was 9 o'clock. So by the time you finish uploading, I know typically you say you get done around 10 or 10:30. That's Pacific time. That's why the servers were not available, you moron. But yet you can't take 2 seconds to research it to say, oh, let me find out what time. No, you have to sit there and spend, 10 minutes worried about the beta and all this other shit when a simple search would have given you the information you were looking for. And that's why I get so infuriated with this, with Phil.
So let's talk. This weekend, the Street Fighter 6 beta, all weekend long on the daytime streams. So that means Friday, tomorrow, Street Fighter 6 beta on the first stream, and more High on Life, the playthrough from the makers of Rick and Morty, on the late stream. Okay, now, what are my plans for the beta? Well, they didn't add any new characters. At least to my knowledge, I tried to boot it up, it didn't work. Since it's the same characters as last time, I think I want to focus in on mostly characters I've already played, but I do want to try one character I didn't. So I think tomorrow I'll start with Ryu. In fact, tonight, what I'm going to do is rewatch my final stream that I put out of Street Fighter 6 back in October. That was the stream where I was starting to really get Drive Impact and doing some Drive Impact combos and things. So I want to watch it and try to get readjusted, reaccumulated with it. So tomorrow, I could hopefully jump in and hit the ground running rather than starting over again from square one. But I want to play Ryu to start. Why? He was the character I did the best with. And he seems pretty solid in Street Fighter 6 as well. So I'm going to start with Ryu, okay? Now, over the course of the weekend, I definitely want to try out Ken. I did not try Ken. in the first wave of the beta. He's the character who I want to try out in this one. That's a new character that I haven't used yet. Outside of that, I want to play more Guile and more Chun-Li. I think that that's a good variety. Those 4 characters from original Street Fighter 2 are characters that I feel like I could jump into and try to learn. Yes, that does mean I'm probably not playing with Luke. I'm probably not playing Kimberly. I really don't feel like playing with Juri again. I'm probably just going to stick with those 4 all weekend. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, way to play or think outside of the box there, Phil. Just do what you know what's best, right? You know, the main reason why it took you God knows how many years to go, you know, to move away from recording your TV screen when you're doing your playthroughs to using actually capture cards anyway. What tomorrow? The rest of it is just Street Fighter bullshit. That's gonna be a clusterfuck. So I'm probably gonna do the podcast. I'm going to stream it today, and then I may keep the stream running and capture the Street Fighter, because that's just going to be one cluster and I'm just going to sit there and laugh. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.